I'm trying to find my little. Of course, I can't find it. I'm trying to find my Christmas tree. There we go. There we go. Now I can do that. Hi, guys. I hit my elbow on my door handle and it's kind of swollen just ever so slightly right there, and it's kind of hurting. I did it several hours ago, but it feels like it's now starting to. I'm like starting to feel it a little bit, you know. I wanted you guys to know I'm alive. I'm not going to be on here very long at all tonight because I don't know. Yesterday tuckered me out. It was almost 11 hours yesterday for that planning commission, and we did pretty good. I was hopeful we could have stopped the other. Well, we still have a chance to stop the other two at the land use meeting. Because it's too much. It's too much on the roads out there. They're taking all of our roads from B's to F's. F as in failures, okay? They grade roads, and our roads were wonderful roads, and they're going from B's to F's, and it's just frustrating. But anyways, that's not why we're here. I just wanted to say hi to everybody, that I am alive, but I was doing a lot yesterday, and it was very exhausting. And what had happened, I was so exhausted when I got done with the meeting that I ended up going to sleep like around 7:45 last night. And I ended up waking up like around, I don't know, a little bit between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So that just screwed my whole entire day up, because by the time it's time for the show, I'm like exhausted because I've been up since like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then like now I was getting ready to go and sleep, and I'm like, I need to stay up until at least 8 before I start falling asleep, because then that gets me right in that spot about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I wake up, I get some research done, I get my coffee, my day's normal. And today just wasn't the day, so I was just so off base today that I'm just like, yeah, whatever the case may be. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. I just, oh, excuse me, getting in. So, well, not getting in. I've been kind of lazy most of the day. I went out and turned the lights on, and I did make lunch for me and Glenn, but that's about all I've done. I didn't clean up anything. The kitchen's still a mess. Um, I've literally done nothing but watch Elementary. It's what sparks my curiosity this evening, so that's what I ended up watching, is Elementary. And I guess, what do they call that? Binge watch. Like where you just watch episodes back to back to back to back to back. Well, that's what I ended up doing, is just watching episodes back to back to back to back to back. But I did drop some. Yeah, I do too. Well, because it's kind, you don't know who, I think we all kind of grew up on, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what's going on. I'm just very, very, very exhausted today. It knocked everything. Jeez Louise. It knocked everything out of me. It knocked everything out of me yesterday. When I got home, I was like, because it just kept going on and on and on and on. And the two most important were at the end. There was only 5 planning commissioners left, barely enough to even keep quorum. And it passed by 3-2. And, it's just bullshit. It's bullshit. So it was exhausting yesterday, and then, today I've just been exhausted. So that's kind of where we're at. So I know that there's people going to be on here a little bit later, but I've got really nothing to talk about, because as you see me, I'm just exhausted. Yesterday, that 11 hours was a lot. That was mind melting. That was mind melting work. My brain was jello today. Oh, courtesy of Manatee County. FedEx is losing packages between Lenexa, Kansas, and Omaha, Nebraska. Oh, Well, I think Melanie told me she sent me a Christmas gift. And I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure I got hers today for some reason. It's either that or the real me too, because they both told me I should be expecting a package. I don't know when. The real me too said my box should be coming. Just open it and stick it. All the presents should all be wrapped. Stick them under the tree. I'm like, okay. She's not letting me open the gifts until Christmas. Oh, so I need to ask Melanie. I put Melanie's box. I think it's Melanie's box under the tree. I do. Yeah, it's on my Christmas tree. My little the Christmas tree I've got in my room. This is my room Christmas tree. This is oops, sorry. This right here is the little stand for my TV box. So that tells you how. I mean, it's up high. What is that? It's up about 1.5 meters. So what is that? A 3-foot tree? It's definitely not a 4-foot tree. It's a 3-foot tree. 3-foot tree. And it's yeah, I love sending gifts. Heck, glad. Well, you know what? I need to get better. I suck. I'm a sucky communicator. I'm a suck because I always work, and I just kind of just stay in my area, just stay in my lane, and just keep my nose in a computer or cell phone, And it just I get along life just keeps keeps moving along. But I need to probably start sending Christmas cards, at least Christmas cards. I never do Christmas. I never do anything. I buy for my best friend and her grandchildren and my mom. My stepdad's easy. I take him over a case of beer. It's what I bring to my stepfather literally every freaking holiday, birthday, whatever. That's what he wants. He wants a case of beer. I bring him a case of beer. That's easy, right? That's easy. So it just makes it easy. What do you want? You know what I want. Okay, I'll bring you a case of beer. Right? I'll bring you a case of beer. I'm doing it for years. Been doing it for years. So I don't know what I'm going to get my mom, but I can't, even if I know what I'm getting my mom, we all know that she's nosy, she comes on in here. She's got one of those blue wrenches and stuff. So, I'm just saying, we got to be careful what we say over here. And we need to decide what day we're going to have our gift wrapping, because Christmas is right around the corner, so we need to pick a day. We usually do it anywhere between the 19th and the 23rd. We like to have the gifts under the tree by Christmas Eve. So that's kind of when I'm thinking everybody should have the majority of their gifts. So with that being said, I'm gonna maybe we'll gift wrapping on the 20th. Maybe we'll do the 20th. We'll have to do it. We'll ask the audience in the morning when we have more people in there. Everybody's kind of running the evening, and I knew that coming live, but to be honest with you, I haven't been on here all day today, and I knew if I didn't come by and just at least say hi, you guys are probably gonna, well, you guys probably wouldn't yell at me anyways. But still, it hasn't been quiet here, but it hasn't been very exciting. Delilah got to go outside like one time today. That's about as much. I didn't even, I don't know if I told you, but this time of year, eggnog stays stock in this house. When I start getting down to the last glass, I'm literally freaking out. I'm heading up to Winn-Dixie. It's my new addiction. And so, needless to say, all day today, I haven't had not one drink of eggnog. I have been so exhausted that I haven't even drank eggnog. That's serious exhaustion, folks. That is serious exhaustion. So, anyways, I wanted you guys to see me. I wanted to say hi to you. I wasn't planning on coming on here very long. I did drop a couple videos for you to keep you guys occupied throughout the day. If you guys haven't seen them and you weren't here for the live, people are asking, is this? No, they're just clips. They're clips because what I find out is when we have 3-hour lives, a lot of people won't watch the whole full. I mean, if they're here. If they find it interesting, of course they're going to continue to watch it. A lot of people do, especially the diehard Betty fans. But There's a lot of people out there that don't have three, they're watching it, 5 or 6 different creators. So you find that some of them don't designate 3 hours to watch the video. So it was suggested to clip some of the highlights out of the video and make, out of the live stream and make videos of those particular topics. So for the people that can't watch until the end, may want to hear this piece or that piece, or may have came at the end and got the gist of it and didn't bother going back and watching the beginning. So either way, however you have it, you guys get the little snippets, and I'll be doing those little snippets throughout the week. So I listen to it in my car too, puts my kids to sleep. What are you trying to say? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I probably should watch my language a little better, especially early in the mornings when kiddos are going to school with their parents, because that's probably why Justin, while he was gone for a few minutes from the live stream, it's like, come on, kids, we got to go to school. We got to turn Aunt Betty off. She's got a potty mouth this morning. I can hear him saying that. Hey, Pebbles, it's nice to see you. Yeah, we're not going to be on. I'm still exhausted. I've rested all day. I didn't do anything. I mean, nothing major. I mean, I took Delilah out. Spoke to the neighbor. I gotta be careful, man. So I went over and checked on the neighbor, and because Delilah was wanting to go over there, and he's got this back brace on. I'm like, what the hell did you do to yourself? And apparently he blacked out. He took a tumble in his kitchen, and so just a little worrisome. He's getting older. He's kind of up there in age. And I just worry. I just worry about him. I think this worried him. I mean, he started talking about stuff that I don't know. It just made, I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it. But either way, it was just it just makes me worried. So because like I said, one of the reasons why we bought this, if he didn't come out and talk to us when we were looking at this house, we would have never bought it. And it's not like this is the best house. I mean, the floor plan kind of sucks. It's got no ceiling. I mean, all of our like literally to run the fans were on swag kits. Like I mean, it's not, it's not a new place by any stretch of the imagination, but it was affordable, before it became unaffordable in this area. So poor, yeah, I'm sure I think but it's scared. You can tell he was he got a little nervous. I know nothing about it. He's got a lump on the back of his head, it's just, I checked and I just, I can't, I just told him, please don't go to sleep. He's a stubborn man sometimes, so he's going to do whatever he's going to do, but I asked him not to go to sleep for at least, I asked him, I told him I thought he should go to the doctor, and he didn't want to go. So I said, you need to call your doctor on Monday and let him know what happened. So he said he'd do that. So I don't know, but I think it might be some dehydration. He's been going through some other stuff going on, so hopefully everything will be fine. I just, anyways, we'll get off that subject. I don't chat when I'm driving, just thumbs up. Kids are, we just got to make sure Bullhorn Potty Mouth doesn't. We got to just let me know when you're driving the kids to school so I can be on my best behavior. We'll talk about like something funny or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about how kids mind their parents. I should stop. You should see them in the AM arguing over what time Bullhorn's gonna start talking. Potty mouth in my own home. I have teens. I hear it. Oh, they hear everything. Yeah. I guess with mom of 9.5. That's funny. Oh, good gracious. All right, guys. Well, I've already been on here much longer than I had absolutely thought I would be. I only wanted to come on here just to say hi. The replay crew, I love you. I'll see you in the morning. We'll do something in the morning, and it's probably going to be early because it's only 7:30, and I can see myself being asleep in the next hour. So We'll see you bright and early. Sandy, it's nice to see you. I'm feeling okay. I'm just exhausted. It was a long day yesterday. It was a lot. It was a lot. We worked our hind end off. Even during lunch, we were working because there was another lady that, right as they were calling lunch break, which we usually go right across the street to the pizza place, and right as we were leaving, some lady walked up to us, and she said, I can't remember what she said. She started the conversation out with Glenn, and I'm like, and she was about an agenda item. She's like, I really need some help. She goes, I don't know what to do. She's like, I've already paid attorneys hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point, and it was about this huge acre of property. So even on our lunch break, we're listening to her and trying to advise her. She was trying to keep, trees and stuff. I'm like, you've got a landlocked property. I said, scratch the trees. I said, look, I mean, I understand you come here with your want list, but I said, just scratch the trees. I said, I know you love the trees, but if the trees got to go for you to have a right of way. She's like, I get it. I said, that's just too much. I said, let's just stick to the facts and let's move this stuff on through. But a very, very nice lady. We were able to at least block it so her and the other residents could get the builder to the table to resolve some of their issues that they had there. So it was productive. It was just very, very long. Very, very little time do we ever go into a land use meeting, or excuse me, a planning commission meeting, and it take 12 hours or 11 hours or 10 hours. Usually, they had 5 items and 2 ordinances that needed to come before them. So you're looking at 7 items, right? Certainly, but people are angry with the building, and they're starting to show up. And of course, we're educating the people here. That's where they need to be going first, is going to the planning. If they're showing up at the land use meeting, it's too late. In many of these cases, get their grievances on the record early on, and then we can spearhead. Like right now, I know what the applicants are going to say before the Board of County Commissioners. Now, when I go up there to talk against their particular project, I know exactly what to go ahead and start out with, right? And it's entitlement, right? Nobody's entitled to jack shit in Manatee County. Let me just be really clear on that aspect. Nobody's entitled to jack shit. You work for the attorney's office, you work for the state prosecutor, you were a teacher for 30 years. I don't give a rat's patootie. It doesn't entitle you to rezoning, okay? You're allowed to sell your property, and you're allowed to build one home every 5 acres, okay? That's what you're zoned for. Nobody's interfering with your sale. We're just not wanting to see 3 homes stacked on that acre. That's all. We don't want to see 15 houses on 5 acres. We want to see 1 or 2, maybe 3, right? So, anyways, guys, rock it out with your coffee beans out. I'm going to finish watching my episode of Elementary until I fall asleep. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be fully rested and feel 100% better than I feel today. And we'll just pray that tomorrow we start off with May. Tomorrow's a, play date, so you guys aren't going to see me until morning, but hopefully I'll have enough energy to do a morning show and an afternoon show. That'd be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, I love you. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And I'll probably drop another video before the end of the night. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll see you in the morning. All right, guys.